If leaving the European Convention is what it takes to fix our human rights laws, that is what we should do. Now, those are issues for the general election, when Labour and the Lib Dems will have to explain why they value the rights of terrorists and criminals more than the rights of the rest of us. In the meantime, we need to do all we can now to limit the damage. The government will soon publish the immigration bill, which will make it easier to get rid of people with no right to be here. First, we're going to cut the number of appeal rights. At the moment, the system is like a never-ending game of snakes and ladders, with almost 70,000 appeals heard every year. The winners, foreign criminals and immigration lawyers, while the losers are the victims of these crimes and the public. So we're going to cut the number of appeal rights from 17 to 4, and in doing so, cut the total number of appeals by more than half. Last year, human rights were cited in almost 10,000 immigration appeal cases. So the second thing we will do is extend the number of non-suspensive appeals. That means that where there is where there is no risk of serious and irreversible harm, we should deport foreign criminals first and hear their appeals later. And third, the immigration bill will sort out the abuse of Article 8, the right to a family life, once and for all. This is used by thousands of people to stay in Britain every year. The trouble is, while the European Convention makes clear that a right to a family life is not absolute, judges often treat it as an unqualified right. That's why I published new immigration rules, stating that foreign criminals and illegal immigrants should ordinarily be deported despite their claim to a family life. Those rules were debated in the House of Commons, and they were approved unanimously. But some judges chose to ignore Parliament and go on putting the law on the side of foreign criminals instead of the public. So I am sending a very clear message to those judges. Parliament wants the law on the people's side. The public wants the law on the people's side, and Conservatives in government will put the law on the people's side once and for all.